Hey, guys, welcome back and happy Tuesday. Whoop, do we have a lot for you? Guys, it looks like Bethenny Frankel is back at it again on her podcast talking about Erika Girardi, clearing up some comments and letting us know exactly why she feels that Erika is even filming still in the first place. Guys, we have all those details, but before we jump in, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. Now with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like Bethenny Frankel is readdressing Erika Girardi and Tom Girardi's ongoing legal scandal. After previously saying on her podcast it was on September 16th, on her Just Be with Bethenny Frankel, that everybody knew about Tom Girardi's shady business dealings, claiming she heard reports from her late fiance, Dennis Shields. She is now admitting that she doesn't know much about Erika and Tom's lives. This is what she said. I don't quote unquote know Erika. I've met her and we sort of done this Instagram thing. And then she came over to my house doing this crossover Housewives episode. I have no idea if she knew about Tom's actions. I know nothing about their marriage, nothing about their life. We're not all experts on someone else's lives. Now, when she did the original podcast that made headlines, she was saying that Dennis Shields back in 2017 was letting her know that Tom Girardi, his business practices, well, they're not all there. You know, Bethenny was questioning, how does this woman spend $40,000 a month on glam? How does she live such a lavish lifestyle? And Dennis pretty much told her it's smoke and mirrors. Dennis said, Tom owes me over $500,000, and it's a secret within the business, within this legal realm, that everyone sort of knows about. She was shocked, and she shared it with us. Bethenny continued with, I knew that I knew. I knew that I told people this is about like some people you know that their husbands are cheating on them, and maybe the spouses don't know, or maybe they don't want to know. Now, according to Bethenny, she said she finds it alarming that so many people are piling on Erika Girardi as she attempts to navigate a very tricky legal situation. She also finds the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast member, who she noted has been accused of not being compassionate enough for the victims, to be desperate to remain in the spotlight. Shots fired! This is what she said. I think she did the show because she likes the fame and she wants to stay relevant. She needs the money. She's on the show, which is not a great idea because they're investigating the whole thing, but probably is something she needs or wants to do for her livelihood. Now, as for why Erika has yet to share any information, key information in regards to the cases against her and Tom Girardi, Bethenny said she's likely staying neutral because she's not supposed to acknowledge that there are victims because she's not supposed to say anything about it. Now, we've heard this before from not only Ronald Richards, but also Emily D. Baker. Sometimes, even though we all want her to show a little bit of compassion, we're all waiting for it because we see these risque photos. We see her on Twitter going back and forth with Ronald Richards. We're waiting for her to have a moment where she's like, listen, I hate what my husband did. I knew nothing about it. This is unfortunate, and I want to do whatever I can to help whoever's looking into this make it right. But like our legal commentators have said, if she does do that, then maybe the court could potentially use this against her and be like, oh, wait, did you know something? Because you're saying you didn't know something. So it kind of sounds like it's, regardless, a lose-lose situation for Erika. Bethenny also continued with, if I had a client who was in the middle of something, I would say nothing. And I would double down on what I said before. The higher the lifestyle someone says that they have, the more you're going to jump on it and beat it like a dead horse. Bethenny went on to say her biggest takeaway from Erika and Tom Girardi's legal scandal is that the people should be more modest about their wealth. And when she's saying the people, she means anyone who's coming on the Real Housewives. If you're boasting about your wealth, you just have to know all eyes are on you. We saw it with Erika Girardi. We saw it with Teresa Giudice when she was buying furniture with cash. And then look what happened in that situation. Jen Shah, we've seen it with her where she's saying that she spends X amount a month on glam and this and whatever. Now we know that she's been indicted on 2 counts of fraud, even though she hasn't been found guilty. So this could definitely still go her way. We're not sure, but at the end of the day, it doesn't look the most promising because the Southern District of New York has a 98% conviction rate. So there's a lot going on with that. But to Bethenny's point, you probably should be careful when you go on a reality show and you talk about how much money you have, multiple private jets, 40,000 a month in glam. That's not counting your cars or your house payment or your clothes. Like, that's a lot. Bethenny's not wrong. Bethenny also added, people need some sort of mea culpa, and there's a way to say it without incriminating yourself. She stated, we're living in a crazy world and people are just out for blood, absolutely out for blood. Erika's taking a real hit. While Erika fired back at Bethenny's previous comments with a statement from her attorney accusing her of throwing dirt on her name, Bethenny said, I don't feel bad for what I said. Guys, with this and all this information that continues to come out, I'm wondering, do you think that this back and forth will continue? Or do you think Bethenny has said her piece and she'll let it go? Mind you, Bethenny is an extremely successful businesswoman who is constantly putting herself on the front lines when it comes to disaster relief. She has a whole empire. She sold part of her brand for $100 million years ago. She has made it known that she doesn't want to be a part of the Real Housewives of New York franchise because she's way too busy, and new opportunities have come out of the fact that she left the show. So my question is, do you think she'll continue to go on with these Erika Girardi topics? I feel like for her, she's way too busy to do it. But after she received the backlash that she did when she commented about her ex-fiance, Dennis Shields, and what he said, I believe she just wanted to clear it up. But that wasn't the only thing she said. She also let us know that she went to Kyle Richards with this information, Lisa Rinna, and Andy Cohen. So even though this was deemed as the worst kept secret, it was still well known within little communities. Obviously, it made its way from the legal realm to the Real Housewives realm to Andy Cohen's baby shower. We did a video on that because Camille said that's where she heard about it. It really is a lot. It sounds like, it just makes you wonder, how are the women so surprised when they're going through the show, when they're filming season 11, and they're like, wait, what? Wait, this happened? Wait, there's legal woes? How did that happen? It makes you think, right? Or am I just reaching here? Guys, with that, I wanted to ask you the questions, and what do you think about Bethenny Frankel saying that Erika Girardi is most likely doing the show, continuing to do the show, even though she's taking a real hit because, well, she likes the fame. What are your thoughts on that? And do you believe it's true? Also, I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who came out last night for our Hot Messy Topics Live with Jason and myself. And we had a few great callers. It was amazing. Jordan was amazing. Jesse was amazing. We had a great conversation and we covered so many different topics. I was here for it. And I'm so excited to keep this running Mondays through Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We have a lot to cover. And since we're talking about Beverly Hills right now, don't forget, tomorrow night is the episode that comes out, the new episode. And Thursday, we will be going live with a very special guest to recap that episode. So I'm excited for all of this. Get ready. It's going to be a big one. All right. With that, I've asked you the questions to which I need all of the answers. If you guys haven't already, go ahead, comment below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. Now with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.